Rail Simulator is one of the older train games that existed almost 2 decades ago. Now being the modern-day train simulator classic, the game has had a long history of development, published in 2007 in Europe and then in North America in 2008 by EA. The game is very charming despite looking similar to the modern game it is today. Sadly, I couldn't find the game anywhere. Well, I wasn't risking a virus on my PC. The next closest thing I found was the demo, and I really liked how simple and old the game is, and it somehow runs very well on modern hardware for me. So in this video, I decided I'll take you through and explain the differences of this demo of the game to the modern day TSC. The game is very light. You have some settings that you could also find in the modern day game. There is also only one route, the Bath to Templecone route, which is the modern day Somerset to Dorset route in TSC. The only locos were the LMS Black 5 and the 7F locos. The only rolling stock I found was the green Mark 1 coaches. The only scenario is the demo scenario, where you drive around in the route in the Black 5 loco of 4 Mark 1 wagons, and along the route there are pop-ups that explain stuff about the game and about the route. For the user interface, you do have less stuff compared to TSC, and you have to press function keys to get more of that UI. One is at the bottom, that just tells you the speed, throttle, reverser, and brake input. The second is on the left, where it's a small screen that can show different things, like a small view of the map, even though a map view does exist in the game and is the same as TSC. You can also view your destinations, the gradient, and the whole train, where you can choose where you want to uncouple or couple rolling stock. The game was actually criticized for the lack of UI and instructions, which is quite the opposite of the UI today. You can see way more things in buttons. You can easily see your current speed, speed limits, the controls are at the top, along with other information and buttons for different actions. The gradient view is below that, and there is a button to switch to that view of the whole train and manager consists. There are also camera views, and more of them in the modern game. And in both versions, you can switch through them using the number keys from 1 to 8. Also, many of the files are similar to TSC, and I saw many of the rail vehicles, like the BR101 or the HST. So, someone who is familiar with modding and third-party TSC content could probably mod in the necessary files so you can technically play older TSC routes in the demo, because many of them exist today, along with scenarios who are in the standard tab because they don't use scoring. That's all what I have to say. It's a demo, of course, so I don't have much to say about it. But it is a demo. It's different from the full game. And the full game maybe surely exists somewhere on the internet if you dig deep enough. I just don't want to risk malware on my PC. And plus, we do have TSC today. It is way better than the games before. It's modern, user-friendly, and it is made to run on modern software and PCs. Plus, all that content from the Rail Simulator does exist in the form of DLCs in the modern TSC that you can play. But that's all I have today. Bye.